Artists Acting Up show. We got a special guest in the building. We got this queen here. So thank you. It's Courtney Bonds. Thank you for joining us. We got to clap in for her.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
We're going to have a better clap than that in the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
way better
Yeah, we got a way better clap.
So we are recording early in the morning. So Courtney, thank you again for getting up and getting the crust out your eye and everything, getting yourself ready for the interview. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you getting up too.
Hey, we are young adults and we got responsibilities. So we already know how it is. You know? So Courtney, I met you. Well, I knew of you in middle school, and then over at Lake Olympia, correct?
Yes, Lake Olympia is like what I like to say.
Lake Olympia.
Little Olympia. I never heard of that one.
Right? Like, man, oh my gosh. I like that one. I'm gonna have to steal that one. From you. So we was in middle school, and over the years I was like, oh yeah, Courtney. I'm like, and then I start seeing that she sing. I'm like, she sang. And then when I listen to you, I'm like, no, this isn't sing, this is sang. Like, you have your other artists where you say, no, she can sing, but no. There's others you say, that person can sing.
Yeah.
So Courtney, tell us about yourself, about your music and everything. Courtney, give us a rundown real quick for yourself.
Well, first, thank you. I appreciate that. I always like to hear, what people are thinking about my artistry out loud. So yeah, I've been singing and songwriting for years now. I first realized I could sing maybe when I was about 4-ish is when I realized I had a gift. And I was probably about 7 or 8 when I said, I'm gonna actually do this for real. Like, this is gonna be my thing. So from there, I sang around Houston with my mom and dad. So my mom and dad, both singers, sang in and some of the lead singers in church, in major churches around Houston. So I got the gift from them and from my grandparents. And they really pushed me to go for it, because they thought, I sounded well as well. So I actually just started to release my own music recently. All of these years I've been singing, but I haven't actually released any original content until recently, starting last year, which was major for me. But I've been songwriting itself probably since I was like 7 or 8. So yeah, it's been quite the journey. So I'm just excited. I mean, even when I do interviews and things like this, everything is it's exciting. The journey is exciting. So yeah, sorry, I am now.
So when you're writing songs, like where do you draw your inspiration from? Does it just come to you naturally? Do you just pick it off of real life experiences?
It kind of just comes to me naturally, yes. And a lot of it has to do with real life experiences. I mean, you have to draw from that so that it's authentic when it comes out, because people can hear when there's no authenticity behind your music or behind, even just the melodies, So that's what I draw from, is real life experiences and just the different melodies that I've heard from different genres. So I was exposed to a lot in my household, obviously gospel, because I was raised in a Baptist church, but also we played rock music, we played jazz, we played blues, we played soft rock. I was a huge fan of soft rock for a long time. So, it's just taking a little bit from all of those genres is what I try to do and mix into my music.
Who are some of your music influences?
Yeah, big influences, I would say it runs the gambit. I would have to say Mary J. Blige, Boyz II Men, Dolly Parton, Whitney Houston, Beyonce, obviously Destiny's Child. We're from Houston. How could you not love them? How could you not like love them? Speaking of that, just real quick as a side note, one time I saw Kelly Rowland in person. That was the first time I'd seen her in person. And she was walking into this place, and it literally looked like the world stopped and there was a halo and everything was glowing around her. It was glorious.
Love it. Love it. Man.
That's just a side note there. But anyways, additional
You good.
inspiration, Smokey Robinson, you know, all of these older voices, Diana Ross. I mean, I just love them. I just love them all.
Okay, okay. I like that list. That's a nice list right there.
Yeah, that's a nice
thank you.
list.
Well, do you have anyone particularly you would like to work with? Or is it just all of them that you just named?
All of them that I just named, I would love to shadow Beyonce. And not only because of her artistry, I would love to see what her work ethic is. You know, how does she get it done? And obviously it will be different from where I am now. You know, she has like a team of people helping her, but even then, just to see who's helping with what and how is she putting together, and you know, compartmentalizing her time would be something that I would love to see. I would love to shadow her because of that.
Awesome. I like that. I do that. So I know a couple of days ago, you know, Trick Daddy said something about Beyonce. You heard about that?
I did.
Yeah, he now you know you can't come for the beehive like that, man. You know you can't. You know it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions. Go towards the beehive like that. You know, I know he spoke his mind, but still, you know, that's your girl right there. That's your girl. So
that's your girl.
Yeah, man. That I like that though. You were saying that you like to learn her work, and that's what I love the most about it. Most people say, "Hey, how can I get in?" No, it's how can I learn from you and take what you have put into your work, and you know, continue to exceed and go and transcend and all that. So I love that you said that right there. I love that. Yeah. Love that. Yeah. So let me see. So what was that one song for you that just made you, because you know you love, hey, that music is your thing. What was that one song for you that really just captured you, and you was like, this is really what made me like fall in love with music? What's that one song that you can think off the top? It
was, for sure and without a doubt,
Mm-hmm.
I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston's version.
Oh.
It was. And it was because that was the first time that I realized I could sing, and I could sing well, because I could sing along with the track. I mean, it's still a tough song to sing. Do not get me wrong, it's still tough. But me being a child and saying, I kind of sounded almost as good as that lady. You know?
She was so
you know, it's
by
like
herself,
it was a light bulb moment, you know, as a child, to say, I think that she sounds really good. And I think that I sound pretty good too, singing along with her. So yeah, that was a light bulb. I mean, I'd always loved Whitney before that, but that was a moment for sure.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite song to perform on stage?
My favorite song to perform?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not your own.
I would probably say Hero by Mariah Carey.
Okay.
It would be my favorite. And it's only because it shows a big range. And it also, you know, when performers, when we get on stage, you know, you want to feel the energy from people coming back at you. And whenever I start that song, I feel like there's a lot of energy that comes from that. People want to, you know, it's especially in this day and age, it's rare for people to get into ballads and love ballads and want to hear the notes and want to hear everything and want to hear the emotions. And I think it's easy to relay those things with that song. So yeah, it's Hero.
Yeah,
that's
good. Yeah,
I like that. That's what's up.
All a good answer.
She follows some singers. And speaking about love ballad, my favorite song is LTD Love Ballad. I was jamming it last night.
LTD love ballad.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
Loving you gives me something new that I never felt. I'm not battling you. I'm just telling you the song. I'm
No,
just
that was
singing.
good. That was
I
good.
don't want no smoke.
I heard the melody. I could follow. The tempo was there. That was good. All right.
She giving you coaching tips on how to perfect your voice, man.
I don't want no smoke. I'm just telling you the song.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
That is so
anything
funny.
you could jam to in the R&B realm is fine with me, because I was telling someone the other day. I said at one point they really tried to dismiss R&B the same way that they dismissed disco.
Right.
Right.
At one point, people were doing that, and they were saying R&B is dead, and it's all of this. I would say around maybe uh, late 90s, early 2000s is when it kind of took a little bit of a dip. We had the R&B, but it wasn't as big and as popular, like kind of around that time. And now you've seen this plethora of artists just kicking up and making it overly mainstream again.
That's
Like
what
her
that was gonna be
and
my
Lucky
next
Day and all
question.
those.
That was gonna be
Yeah,
my next question. Sorry to cut you off. Was
no problem.
going to what do you see R&B now? Like,
Yeah,
how do you feel about R&B now?
yeah. I think R&B um, is the love in the puzzle, is the missing puzzle piece that we were missing within Black love. That's what I'm trying to
Come
say.
on. Come on, Courtney.
Because I respect all genres of music. I respect all genres because everybody works hard at their craft to make it great. But I felt like when we or anyone started to take away R&B, we were missing that very much needed compassion that we needed within the Black communities to be reinforced. And as much as people say, they don't want to take responsibility for their music and all of this stuff, music influences us all, and it influences us in everyday life, in our decisions and everything. So we needed R&B, and we need it right now.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. And well, I know the industry's just changed so much over the last few years. Um, as yourself as an artist, like what are some of the roadblocks or struggles that you've had to deal with, like just going
Yeah.
through the industry and just being an artist?
I think it would have to be first of all, just that everything changes extremely quickly. I feel like if you're not talking to a lot of people all the time and watching a lot of videos and listening to podcasts, you're missing something about the changing industry. And I think another challenge may be that I'm not maybe I'm not hypersexualized myself. So I think that is a challenge for me to get over. It's one thing to be sexy, it's another thing to be hypersexual. And because I'm not a hypersexual artist, I think it becomes a little bit more of a struggle, for women in the industry if we're not doing those things. So I think those are two major things to get over. And by the way, just to be very clear, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with artists who choose to do that. If they want to do that, it's their choice. But I do think it's a hurdle to get over for me personally.
Okay.
Right.
And just I have one last question for you. Because we paved the
Yeah.
way by paving it forward. There's a young kid out there that realizing that they can sing and they want to get into the industry. What is a piece of advice that you would pass on to that young person?
First, I would say go to my YouTube, because I do talk about that stuff. Love Courtney Bonds. But I would say the first thing that they have to do is realize that they have to, even if they're very young, they have to first realize that they have to treat themselves as a business. That's the first thing. Once they get that base concept down, there has to be a realism in the amount of time and work that goes into quote unquote making it in this industry. A lot of research. So listen to podcasts, um, go to free presentations. All those free presentations where those people are sending you all those things and saying, sign up now. Well, just take the free presentation because somewhere within that you may get a lot of information, even if you don't sign up for whatever those courses are. If you're a lot of young kids watch YouTube all the time, go on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, follow all of these people who give music advice, not just the people who are musicians. Follow the ones who give music industry advice, and that's where you start. It starts with the research, because right now that kid could be saying, "I don't know where to start." Well, you don't know where to start because you don't have the knowledge. So you have to get the knowledge first, and then the way becomes clearer for what you need to do next.
I agree. You got to be a student of the craft.
Yeah, exactly.
Very well
Yes,
said. Very well said. Courtney, you just had you just did a tribute to Prince a couple weeks ago,
I did.
which was awesome and amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but I watched a good amount of it because I was on set myself with acting and everything. And like when and we gonna ask you one more debatable question after this.
Go ahead, James. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think Mike probably know what I'm asking.
Go ahead. I'm getting ready. Go ahead.
So Courtney just, they did a tribute to Prince, and it was awesome. Everything, it was beautiful, amazing. The band was dope. And Courtney was, I'll tell you, feeling it too. I was like, all right. Well. So how was Prince one of the influences to you? And what is that one song for Prince that you just snapped for you? You was like, oh yeah, this guy here is just
I can't believe I didn't name him in one of my influences. We did a tribute to Prince, and we did his songs from his Crystal Ball album, which I was not familiar with until I was given this opportunity to do this show for him. And this Crystal Ball album is one of the dopest albums because a lot of us are familiar with his major works of art, but man, this guy, my level of respect for Prince was already up here. Okay. After learning his music, I mean, it was super, because just the sheer amount of lyrical genius that this guy has. Now, Prince is a little more sexual than I thought he was gonna be once I actually read the lyrics. Okay. I was like, all right now. No, but we did this show in the band. And the band was amazing. We put together this show in about 3.5 weeks, and we did 13 songs, Prince songs, which was not easy to learn those lyrics. And we had bass guitar, lead guitar, drums, keys, trombone, trumpet, sax, and we had alt keys. Like it was a lot of us. So all of those people, I want to thank them again, even here, for all of the extreme hard work that they put together. But that entire experience was something that I needed, something to, when you are learning how to collaborate with people, especially if it's not your music, just learning those things by ear, it was phenomenal that we were able to do that. Oh no, let me not forget my backup singer, Lex. He was there. He learned the music in a week. In a week.
Come on, y'all.
So, I mean, it was just phenomenal.
I know that was a fun and crazy cool experience for you. I know that every artist and every performer has the butterflies and goosebumps and everything for their performance. I know that was probably, I don't know if you was a nervous wreck before you perform or how it was all going to come out, but everything was just, it was beautiful. And hats off to you and everyone that was involved with that. And
Thank you.
y'all did y'all thing.
Thank you.
Y'all did y'all thing.
Yeah.
So I'll let Mike ask you the
I mean, she said it in a nutshell. Prince was that guy.
Oh, Prince was that guy, yeah. And oh, by the way, you can watch the show. I have a link in my bio on Instagram. Love Courtney Bonds at Love Courtney Bonds. There's a link there, and you can see the entire show. But man, Prince was that guy. The reason why Prince was that guy was because all artists cannot, first of all, play multiple instruments.
Let me just sit back on that real quick.
Look,
do my
he
share in the
played
show.
multiple instruments, and the thing is, it's one thing to play multiple instruments. It's another to play them well. And that's what he did.
Where did y'all hear that from? Where did y'all hear that from?
Yeah. So I agree with you,
He
Courtney.
was a beast.
Now, the debate, though,
What's the debate?
because
What's the
I agree,
debate?
Prince is a great artist. He plays all instruments. He's great. He's a great musician. The debate, though, the question was, who had the better Super Bowl performance, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh,
For me,
cannot. Man, no. Pass.
on the island.
Both of those distinguished gentlemen. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. And I love Michael Jackson. I love Prince too. Yeah.
You just
It's
can't.
a draw.
But although God did make it rain for Prince.
Now look now.
I'm just gonna say that. Now I'm just gonna leave that out there. I'm just gonna leave all that out there. When he sang Purple Rain, God stopped what he was doing in the whole world and universe to listen to Purple Rain.
That was very cool. When you said that, the whole video popped up in my head. Rain coming, purple lights and stuff.
That's it.
Michael was on the billboard and then he magically appeared on stage.
All that don't
Michael was on the billboard.
Michael was on the billboard.
Okay.
He was. But
man,
hey,
we all just been blessed with some musically talented, gifted people. And that's what I love that you said about how, with the R&B and people saying that it's like, no, we have some really good talented people, and we have been blessed with some legends from the past, and still are being blessed. So yes, we are
very much so.
And before we let you go, Ms. Courtney, we want you to, if you have any, tell us where we can follow you, where people can see your music, where they can see you perform.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook under Love Courtney Bonds. That's LOVE Courtney Bonds, BONDS. And I have, I'm on Twitter too under Love Court Bonds. So I have 2 songs out right now. One is called Yours, in which I have a music video where you can go on YouTube and watch it. It is a phenomenal video. I will toot my own horn and say that. So I would love for you to check it out. It is a love song. It is unique. So please go check that out on YouTube. And you can find my songs on all platforms, Apple, Tidal, Spotify. And I have a second song out that is a little more kind of the day. It's called Like That Type of Way. And I have a lyrical video out so you can sing along to that if you want to on YouTube. So yeah, you guys can find me. I'm always trying to interact with people, so I don't ignore my messages. I actually read them and respond to people. So yeah, please feel free to reach out.
Awesome. Nice. Thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you and everything that you do. And before you go, also, I like what you said earlier about how there are some artists that out there that that does the more risky type of things, but I think the ones that stay with you the most is the ones that don't have to go that route. That's just me personally, because you're really hearing their vocals and their range and everything. And so what you're doing is beautiful. It's awesome and amazing. Stay true to yourself. And once again, many blessings to you and everything that you do.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate the opportunity. So thank you. Thank you to all the listeners too who are listening. Appreciate it.
Before we let you go, Miss Courtney, I want you to go ahead and introduce your music video. We're gonna play it right now for our fans to listen.
This is my music video, Yours, to my single Yours. Please take a listen. You're gonna love it, I promise.
What is a good girl to do? What is a good girl to do with a man like you? Finding brand new, you got that, making me, you got a way of making me say, have it your way, have me your way. That's a vibe, I'm ready for this ride. Kicking them boys I don't need to the side. Wearing the new me around you with pride. So comfortable in my skin, I might catch a vibe. Kicking them boys I don't need to the side. Wearing the new me around you with pride. Running, 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 running. Running away from him. Running away from him. To get to you. To get to you. To get to you. Running away from them. Running away from them. Into you. Believe me when I say that I'm so sexy. How you got me thinking you're worthy of my time. Ain't it sublime? This is divine. This is divine. That's a vibe. I'm coming for the gold. Trust me, they didn't know I was this bold. Me and my baby are riding and doing everything you wish that you could do. I know I'm coming for the gold. Trust me, they didn't know I was this bold. Leaving the other men out in the cold. Running, 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 running. Running away from him. Running away from him. To get to you. To get to you. To get to you. Running away from them. Running away from them. Into you. Believe me when I say that I'm yours. 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 Look, every time I see you, I'm acting like I don't know what you're doing to me, like nothing I felt before. Giving you more time than I'm giving to all the rest. Oh, you got the fire like caliber, we the best. We the best. We the best. Every time I see you, I'm acting like I don't know what you're doing to me, like nothing I felt before. What is a good girl to do? What is a good girl to do with a man like you? What is a good girl to do? What is a good girl to do with a man like you?